Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? I hope you guys had fun and dandy. It is Sunday evening. It's about 7, about 20 minutes till 7. And I was trying to figure out what we can make a video on tonight. And I think we're going to just listen to some old records, if you're all up to it. I got more bad news on the old boat. I was getting ready to take it down yesterday, and go ahead and get the carburetor adjusted. She's running. She's running pretty good. You choke her and about 2 pulls and she's fired up. But found out the water pump's bad. So I've got one of those ordered, and I looked up the model, the model to this old 402 Mercury, 40 horse. Watched the video on it, and it's gonna be a nightmare to change. It's not gonna be like the easy ones that you see out there on the video. So that's the way it always goes. So that should be in about Tuesday or Wednesday, and get it pulled, the boat pulled over here in the side yard, and probably use those sawhorses, one of those sawhorses there, and prop the motor on it and pull the bottom, pull that whole piece from here. Let's see, yeah, from here down comes out the whole shaft. If you haven't pulled one of these out before, the drive shaft runs all the way up here, so that'll all come out with it. And yeah, not what I wanted, because I was wanting to actually go out and have a little bit of fun with this before it gets too cold, but probably still have some time, as long as everything goes good and we can get that fixed. That's one thing when you buy these old boats. I'm new to all this, I'm used to this type of boat that you just put your little outboard on and go out. I had a little 5 or 10 horse that I just stuck on the back of this when I got to the lake, and off we went. And this is all new to me with the steering. One good thing is don't have the tilt, or what's that called? I forget right this minute, but it doesn't have the automatic trim. That's what it is. It's got the manual trim, but other than that, everything else is a little bit more complicated than the last boat. But I'm starting to learn why you don't really do these all the time. I was thinking about buying these old things and working on and flipping them, but I don't know. I can't say I got a lot of money in it yet, because I really don't. The water pump is like $25. The most expensive part was the new steering cable. It was a little over 100, about 105, I think. Now I probably will have to replace the carburetor, because the choke's broke and it's connected to the carburetor, and I couldn't find the broken piece. I was hoping I found the broken piece sitting inside the engine, but it's long gone. So it looks like I'm going to have to get a used one, because I haven't found no what is it, OEM, whatever the name brand is. I haven't found one of those. I guess they don't sell them no more, because this is it's either a 76 or 77 Mercury. It's a little bit older boat, but I did find the carburetor that fits it for $55, I think. And then the rebuild kit was another $49, so looking at $100. But hopefully this carburetor, once I get it in the water, and because it, like I said, it starts right up, it just idle a little high. Maybe I can get that worked out. So fingers crossed, I'll have this in next weekend. So that's what I was planning on doing a video, but sometimes things don't go to plan. But yeah, I was working on our old radio, guys. Not an old radio. I was working on an old record player, and I don't know, I'm about ready to get done with it. Every time I get one thing fixed, another thing breaks, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. But I'm going to get another record player that I repaired, and when I put it on the shelf, it worked great. So hopefully when we get it out here in a few minutes, it will work good too. Still, it seems like my luck, when I put things up and I get them back out, they're broke. But oh well, they're old stuff. But anyway, guys, this over record player is what I was talking about. I I was playing the other night and it sounded great, and then the turntable messed up on me. So I pulled the turntable out, and when I did that, I found out what was wrong. The shaft that moves the different speeds, it was all gummed up. So I got that straightened up, and it worked perfect. But now the sound's all wonky. So we'll fire this up and I'll let you hear it. I've done everything. I've switched around the wires on the amplifier and everything. I'm thinking it's more up here on the turntable. I don't know. At this point, which I'm done with it today, but at this point, I'm thinking it is the turntable, because I was at first thinking it was in the amp, but you know, it sounded good before I pulled the turntable out. So evidently I done something when I pulled this turntable out of here. So let me turn it on, guys, and we'll listen to this record. Let me get a better record, because there's nothing really good on this. I found that out a minute ago. So let me pause it. Alright, guys, before we spin that record, I want to show you I found a nice book yesterday. I haven't really read much yet out of it, just kind of glanced, but it's the MGM story, the MGM, and man, it's a nice book. If you like old Hollywood, it's going to be a pretty interesting read. I might not get to it till the snow starts flying around here, but I thought that was pretty cool. And also, I got me a box set of MASH. And before we go any farther in the video, I want y'all to hear. Now, I love the theme song of this. Every time, I don't know what it is. I guess when I was a kid, when I heard this, it was usually, it was in the evening. I don't know what it is, but it always gives me a good feeling when I hear the theme song of MASH. So let me fire this old TV up, and we'll take a listen together. Alright, guys, what I'm doing now is rewinding it. If you never had a VCR, if you're that young, then I feel sorry for you. You missed the chance of having the the opportunity to rewind your own movies. And most of the time when you rented them, like at Blockbuster or something, they always put be kind and rewind, stuff like that. For the most part, though, people didn't rewind. But you always had that to do. So let me get this rewound at the beginning, and we'll hear the theme song of MASH before we kick off this great video. And I absolutely loved hearing that when I was a kid. I'm sorry about the sound too. It was a little wonky on that. I had to rewind it all the way back, and on both, I noticed on both tapes, the very beginning's a little scramble-ish. So yeah, it's not the best recording. But anyway, back over. Let's listen to a couple records. I was wanting to show you guys what this old record player is doing, and I don't know. I think I'm going to give up on it, guys, because it seems like I get one thing fixed and the next thing happens, and I don't get it. When I brought it home, nothing worked. So at least it is working, but the sound, it's like the high pitch. It's like it's in and out, in and out. So I don't know if it's the needle. Well, it's a new needle, so I don't know. Let's get into it here. And I've like I said, I've put the speakers in all different types of sorts of ways.
That old clock on the wall that keeps ticking night and day. My heart will keep it on. Like one for every time you broke down.
Can y'all hear it? I didn't know Dean Martin sang this, covered this song. But yeah, I finally got it fixed. You know, like I said, the little thing that works your speeds was sticky. I fixed that. And then it does this. Because it sounded pretty good before I fixed that. So I'll probably have to end up pulling this back off. But let's see. I can finally. I got that fixed. So, more work to be done on the old German record player made in West Germany. Alright, let me get the other one out, guys. Alright, guys, we're going to something a little newer, but still pretty old. I believe this is either 1979 or 1980. It's not very much older than that, I don't think. But the antenna is missing off of it. It had the little antenna that you pull up, but I put a new one in. I just wired a new antenna. Usually when I put these type of antennas and just let them hang out, they do pretty good. So it did really good on this. Now, before I put this up, it played perfect. It played perfect. So fingers crossed, it still does. So let me put you guys on the tripod. The brand is, I think it's a cheap brand. Maybe it says underneath here. I shouldn't say it's cheap. Oh, we know where the name is. I thought it was right here on the front. We'll find it. Alrighty, guys. Let's see if I can get the top off. And it just has this little tiny arm. Okay, here's the name. It is a True Tone. True Tone. If I ain't mistaken, I think it said it was made in England. Maybe. It's been so long. So, I gotta find the cord. I don't know where the cord is. It's down here. Let's pull the cord out. Let me get her plugged in. And I probably should let it play for a minute, let it spin around. Because it hasn't been played for a while before I put a record to try to play it. It's getting so old that the plastic's brittle. It's weird. So, let me get my glasses on. So I can see what I'm doing. Alright. Let's see. AM's on, so. There's AM.
They're eating through it in 2 to 3 months. Their city council and their board of aldermen, the county commission.
I think I recapped this and everything. That's FM. I don't know what's going on there. Sometimes these little connectors. I think with the connector on the FM needs cleaned again. I remember having that problem with it. So let's see what the record player does. It only has 33s and 45s. There's no 16s or nothing like that. Let's see. Off. We want 33. So that's spinning pretty good. So when you do a 33, you got to pretty much just have it on. It's kind of cheap design. You got to kind of turn it on and kind of put that on there. I don't know why it quit. There's 45. Oh, it's in the needle. If you, that's right.
We'll go a long way.
Okay, it works. I forgot you pull it over, and I'm happy, guys. One I actually pulled off the shelf, and it still worked.
Like that old clock on the wall that keeps ticking night and day. My heart will
And
keep
it sounds really good.
just for you. Like that old river that flows.
It must have get a hold of it here.
Rolling like a big bouquet of roses. One for every. You got a way to keep me on your side. For the rest of my days. Put your arms around me, and I'll be your slave. Just a little lover will go a long way. You'd have a room full of roses. They're pretty smart, but rose don't have a shaking hand.
Pretty impressive. I may just have the only one of these left that still plays records. Let's see what this side does.
Away from the blues. The midnight train is winding low. I'm so lonesome. The silence of a falling star lights up the purple sky. And as I wander, candy kisses wrapped in paper. Candy kisses wrapped in paper mean more to you than any of mine. Candy kisses.
Alright. Well, since she's playing, guys, let us play another song before we get out here. We put this one up. I am really happy that it still works. Some things, I mean, you fix, I guess they stay fixed. I don't have good luck though. Of course, this the one that we started off first is super old. I really think the amplifier, I recapped it and everything. I think either the tubes are getting weak. I don't know. I want to I've got a little amplifier myself, and I'm thinking about hooking that amplifier up to it and not even using it and trying to figure out. I probably can figure out which one's what. If it's the turntable making it sound like that, because I could tell for sure right then if I hooked a different amp up to it, and if it still played the same way, that would say that it would be either the needle or the turntable. But I don't understand how it would be playing perfect and then all of a sudden it don't play. It don't make sense. So, we'll listen to a little bit of Monkeys, guys. I wish we could play the whole songs, but copyright.
People come and people go, moving fast and moving slow on a cloud, yet I'm all alone.
And
The road is long, the road is rough.
these are the same needles too. I got these needles the same time for this one that here, and then this one. They're same needles.
Move your eyes, and you still care. Oh, get that girl.
Gonna get that girl. And whoever owned this record, which his name was, where is it? Edgar. And he absolutely loved this. I bought two of these at Goodwill, and they both had his name on it, Edgar E. And he had them wrote the dates and stuff, and some more writing up here. And on one album, let me find it. Oh. On this album, he also put the date, and he must have liked the picture because he cut that out. But it's the same Edgar. So, and he put on here on who was singing the song, like Mike, Mickey, and I don't know their name. I forget. I know one was Mickey. But anyway, he put the initials on who was singing that song. So he really loved these albums, which I loved the show when I was a kid. Who didn't? You know, came on and they was riding that moped in the living room.
Someone's right beside them, and you just may be the one.
And this band happened by accident. Yeah, they was wanting to make a TV show. If you don't know about the Monkeys, it's a good little dive to get into. They was wanting to make a TV show, and they came up with these four guys, and they didn't know if they could sing or not. They just put them together. They was going to lip sing. Well, come to find out, they could really sing. And yeah, and then after their TV show was a hit, they started recording albums and everything. So yeah, it was all a happy accident. And it was it was about the same time period as I guess the Beatles too. But the Monkees say they was not trying to copy the Beatles one bit. They just been themselves. They're being the Monkees. Yeah, this is back when like Dave Cassidy and all of them was out too, and I think the singer here kind of sounds a little bit like Dave Cassidy, a little bit, and they kind of had that look. Remember when on the Brady Bunch, if you or young enough or old enough to remember the Brady Bunch, Marcia, she loved the guy from but yeah, Marcia, she absolutely loved the guy named Mickey, and they actually made a whole episode on that. Marcia getting to meet him and all that. So, but I think they sound a lot alike.
Well, I only met her about a week ago, but the way she smiles lets me know that she could see the things.
And if you, they did sound quite good.
And I don't think I'll ever get it off of my mind.
A very catchy little song.
Oh, she's so pretty, I couldn't believe.
So let's check out the other side. This has got a little scratch. I hope it plays. Side 2. It's got a sensor. You got to push it over and back and it'll kick on. I recapped this when I first brought this radio record player home. It hummed like you wouldn't believe. Very 60s.
Each time Frisbee promised him a raise. Sunny girlfriend, and she's never left. Oh, I am sleeping. Read the Sabbath open, hold the Steve a snack. See the rather hold the open, what did you expect? No time, no time, no time, no time for you. No time, no time, I got no time, baby, you have some better things to do. No time, no my steaming coffee warmed my face. And this
Well,
and the room is in a mess. The poor kings of EMI sitting stately on the floor. There are birds out on the sidewalk and a ballet at the door. He reminds me of a penguin with feeling plaster hair. There's talcum powder on the letter, and the birthday boy is there. Why don't you cut your hair? Why
Alright.
don't you live there? Why don't
alright, what do y'all think about that? Did any of you guys out there like the Monkees? I sure did. That was another little theme song I liked hearing when I was a kid. I headed to the television set when I heard it. So, before we get out of here, guys, I thought we'd do a little, we can't listen to Monkees and stuff and everything 60s and 70s without listening to a little of the Cheech and Chong. This was owned by Terry, and this is a really neat case. me open it up here. It actually opens. You can pull the sleeve out like that. There's, you can see inside the car door. And it just goes right back in like that. So I guess it's supposed to look like, whoops, didn't mean to hit the camera. I guess you're supposed to get different expressions from them. I don't know, because there's three. Like when you pull it, you see them here. And you keep pulling it, and they're pretty neat. Alright, let's listen to a little bit of it. Alright. What side? Side one.
Class, come to order, please. Class, we are very privileged today to have a very special guest in our room. His name is Mr. Stadenko. And Mr. Stadenko is a narcotics officer. That's better, class. Now, Billy, where are you going?
I gotta go to the camp, sister. I'll be right back.
You sit down, Billy.
Hey, no. Hey, I gotta go
You
to camp.
sit down, Billy, and whatever you have in your mouth, swallow it immediately.
Oh, hey, thanks a lot, sister.
Now, class, I know that all you boys and girls here at Our Lady of 115th Street are too young to have any dealings with any of these dangerous drugs. But, as St. Dominic always said, O fili mi boni belli, dominus vobiscum beni celit all his dominos. And with that, I want you to give Mr. Stadenko your undivided attention. Mr. Stadenko.
Thank you very much, Your Grace. And good afternoon, boys and girls. Thank you
I'll
for
skip
inviting
ahead, guys.
me
We'll
into your
try to hit
classroom
one more
today.
before we get out of here. If I can see it.
Yes, but we don't call it that. We have other words for it.
The reward, man. Mom!
Actually, son, I'm not.
What are you talking
I can't.
That's right. Actually, son, I'm not. I can't disclose the amount. It depends on how much you're looking for.
Peter Rooter, that's the name, you just flush your troubles. Rotten Peter, Rotten Peter, Rotten Peter.
Mr. Stromberg, is it?
Yes, doctor, Mr. Stromberg.
And what seems to be your problem, sir?
Doctor, it's not my problem. It's my son, Jaime. He's acting like an animal. Get down off there, Jaime. Get down off there, doctor. Here, come over here. Here, sit. Yes, good boy. So I guess it's just me and him, like, so one for him and one for me. Well, that's two. We'll take 2 ticks. Ain't that right, man?
Alright, guys.
Awesome, man. Hey, are you...
But check, it sounds like I'm getting a little extra static there. But it's old. This stuff's all old. But this is also, you can run it on batteries too. It had a DC hookup. Pretty nifty little radio when it came out. Took up a lot of less space. And I'm sure people love that. That's a lot of things was huge. You know, took up a lot of room, and you get a little something like this, playing your 45s and your 33s. It'd be great. Radio, AM, FM. So, neat little time capsule. And I'm glad she still works. Even though I don't listen to it very often, I think it's been about a year since I had it hooked up. So, but I'm glad. I'm definitely glad it still works. Because, you know, if you work on this stuff, you know, that's, you put a lot of time in this stuff, and it's really depressing when you get it back out. It's broke. Alright, guys. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope everybody's doing fine. And everybody's doing good. Everything's going your guys' way. Back to work for me tomorrow. Which my help is on vacation. So it's going to be fun. And hopefully we ain't too busy. That's what I'm hoping for. But you know how that goes. If your luck's anything like mine, I'll be busy and I'll get out. All right, guys. Till the next one. Bye, guys.